Welcome back. It's time now for our weekly check-in with Fargo Police, and today, very, but also scary topic for some parents. We're talking about what you can do to keep our kids safe from child predators. So Jessica Schindeldecker is here to cover that topic for us. Obviously, a very hot topic as of late with some news that's been out there. So what's the first step parents should be looking for if they might be thinking, what's going on with my son or daughter?
Sure, there's several signs that we can watch for, but what's really important is making sure that we're talking with our children ahead of time, especially when they get new tablets or applications on their phones or anything like that, about what's okay and what's not okay, what's acceptable, what's not acceptable, and put those limitations and making sure that we're monitoring what our children are doing and being in the room when they're on any sort of computer, laptop, iPad, and things like that. Because groomers are looking for a situation, they're looking for vulnerable children, teenagers, where they can create those relationships. And it's not going to be something that's instantaneous. It's something that they're going to build upon over a period of time. And they're looking for those vulnerable kids who are seeking something additional that they can prey on.
So if you don't mind, for people that aren't familiar with this, define what a groomer is and how that process works.
So grooming is some sort of predator, someone who has ill intentions, where they're looking to create that relationship, a trusting relationship with a child. And over a period of time, their end goal is to get that child comfortable enough to meet them in person or to send them some sort of sexual images to try to further that relationship.
And so the scary thing, obviously, is these people are putting anonymous pictures, I would presume, or names up, and it could be anybody behind that is carrying on this dialogue, correct?
Absolutely. So online we can be whoever we want to be, which is really scary, and that's why we really need to make sure that we're talking to our children about that, and that there are people out there that they're not all bad, right? Not everybody's bad out there, but there are some people that are bad that are looking to pretend to be someone that they're not. So we don't provide information about where we live, who we are, what school we go to online, and it's not chat rooms anymore, right? It's going to be applications such as Snapchat and things like that. So be aware of what applications your child has on their tablet or their phone, how they're using them. Some games have chat features, and their groomers are using those things as well to create those relationships with children. And like I said, it's not going to be instantaneous where they're going to ask for naked photos or things like that right away, but they're going to build that relationship over time and then use that down the road to hopefully meet in person and exploit them.
So I'm a parent, I start digging around in these apps. What should I be looking for? Just sort of any communication with someone maybe that I don't know personally and go, hey, who is Bobby here? And just to start asking questions, or what do I do?
Absolutely. So look through their chat history, look through their text message histories, look at applications that may appear to be something but are something else where they can hide those chat conversations. It's just being in the room, being present. If your child wants to be on the internet more often or on the iPad or some sort of device, make sure that that's a red flag. Or if you walk into the room and all of a sudden the screen switches or they lock their phone, that's a red flag, and look into it as to what's going on and have those conversations with them. Make sure that they know that it's okay, that it's safe to talk to you about it if they have any concerns, so that way they feel comfortable and that they're not in trouble. Because if our children feel like they're in trouble right away, they're probably going to climb up and not be forthcoming with you.
So prevention is obviously the best key. So
yes.
What's the conversation I should be having to prevent this? Hey, don't communicate with any strangers. What should I be saying?
I think it's kind of a taboo conversation, especially right now. Like, well, what age do you have it? I have a 7-year-old that's going to be 8, and having that conversation as to, do I really want to open that realm and that curiosity? But they're becoming curious at those ages, and they're vulnerable too as well to people who are older, and they're going to ploy into maybe I'm sad type of thing, or I'm down, I'm having a down day, and then that's our door to try to create that conversation and build that relationship that I care about you, I love you type of thing. So making sure that you find a way to have a conversation that's appropriate for your family. So do some research, do some digging online, and how you really want to present it from your family and your views.
I almost just want to cut the internet off from your house.
It can be scary, but helpful.
It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, anything else you want to add about it?
It's just really being involved with your children. I know that a lot of times parents are working multiple jobs, they're not able to be home all the time, but checking in, making sure you've got older siblings that know what's right and wrong, and following up, babysitters, care providers, really digging in and knowing where your children are at and what they're doing.
If a parent has questions, do they call you? Do you have any resources that we can use? Or
Absolutely. So we do have a page on our website for internet safety and some resources, some really great resources on there. I've had several parents call and say, hey, this is an issue that we're seeing at home. Do you have any pointers? You know, it's hard to tell a parent how to parent, though. So you have to do what's best for you and your family.
But at least you're giving me some help and some
Yes.
guidance, because like you started talking about Snapchat, I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing in Snapchat. So
Yes.
thank you for all you do. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right, stay with us. We got much more coming up right after this.